Oil continues to lose ground, which begins to raise passions. Perhaps this is due to a new round of the US banking crisis, and this assumption proves that the current decline in oil prices is purely speculative in nature. Notably, when the crisis just erupted, it hit quite large banks. Now small regional banks are under attack, which is not supposed to have a significant impact on the energy market. Thus, given the speculative nature of this decrease, there is a high likelihood of a sudden rise in oil prices. At the same time, as the imbalance worsens, the moment of a sharp reversal becomes less predictable. According to the trading chart, Brent crude oil futures dipped below $70 per barrel, driven by a speculative mood. This led to a technical rebound from extremely oversold territory, which pushed the quote up by about 4%. Nevertheless, the downtrend remains intact. The volume of short positions will increase after the benchmark fixes below the $70 mark. Until then, the market is likely to continue its correction. As expected, the outcome of the Fed meeting led to an increase in the gold prices. However, the scale of the rally came as a surprise to market participants. At some point, the yellow metal surged above $2,080 per 3 ounce, but then pulled back down. To extend gains, the quote needs to consolidate above the level of 2050. In this case, the metal will resume its bullish run. Until then, the most likely scenario suggests a return to the 2000 mark as a part of a pullback. Such an impressive rise can be attributed to Jerome Powell's statement at a press conference. The head of the Fed gave no hint of a further interest rate hike to come. However, if the European Central Bank lifts its refinancing rate by 50 basis points today and stresses the need to keep a tight stance on monetary policy, gold prices will immediately fall below $2,000 per 3 ounce. Meanwhile, the ruble continues to ignore what's happening in the global financial market. In general, the situation is as it should be after the decision of the Bank of Russia to keep the key interest rate unchanged. And the only difference is that the Russian currency seems to be trying to stabilize in the range of 79 to 80 rubles per dollar, while it was expected to trade between the levels of 80 and 81 rubles per dollar. If the dollar fails to rise above 80 rubles by the end of the week, we can say that the ruble has found a new equilibrium. And that's all for now. We continue to learn developments on financial markets. Subscribe to the channel and follow news with us. See you soon.